Hi everyone, this is Deborah from Deb's Fitness Journey, and I want to talk to you really quick about the D word. I have been afraid to tell people about my depression for a really long time because of how I thought they would perceive me. And this perception came from my own view of my mom, who had depression the entire time that I was growing up. I used to think that she was lazy, undisciplined, unmotivated, and she was unreliable. And it really got to me, and it made me resent her. She was in her room a lot, she was always tired, and I just didn't understand. And she'd tell me that one day I would, and I would just roll my eyes at her and tell her, I will never understand you. When I started getting really sick back in 2007, which was when my depression got worse, I was in bed for about 2 months straight. I didn't leave. I'll never forget the night that my husband, finally got me out of bed, and we were sitting in the living room in the dark, probably at 1 in the morning, and he said to me, "Do you think that you might have depression?" And I just broke down and cried because I knew that I did. I did not want to take medication. It was really hard for me to do that because of the stigma that goes along with it. I didn't want to be a crazy person that has emotional issues or a mood disorder. I'll never forget reading this thing on the internet about this guy whose neighbor was on disability for depression. And he was talking about how it would upset him so much that his neighbor was getting money from the government, and he'd see him once in a while playing football out on the lawn with his family. Just reading that, it made me upset because people just don't understand. They don't understand. I could be fine one day, and then tomorrow I can't get out of bed. I can't move. My body feels like 1,000 pounds. There have been people in my life who have not been supportive. People who just tell me to think positive, or you'll get over it, or just go to work and push through it. I was so terrified for my husband to tell anybody what I was going through, and I would miss so many family events, and I would tell him to tell people that I was just sick. And that went on for a really long time. And people were always asking about me, wondering what was wrong with me, until one day I just decided that I'm going to come out with it, and I'm going to let everybody know what's really going on with me, because it was hurting me to have to lie to my family. And they've been so understanding. My husband's family has been so supportive of me, and I can be honest with them about how I'm feeling, and they don't judge me. I've discovered how many people have had depression since I opened up about it, just within our family and friends, and I decided to be honest about it with the world because I want to be able to turn my curse into a blessing for other people by being there for them. Since I've accepted my depression, I have been extremely close to my mom, and my mom and I have become the best of friends. And I think that it just took time for me to really understand where she's coming from, and I feel so bad for the way that I've treated her for all these years. And I'm just so glad that I can finally be there for her and she can be there for me. So I just want to thank you for listening to this little video about the D word, and if you have any questions, please contact me and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Bye-bye.